Be successful, we need to communicate so we can excite, inspire, and influence our audience. This is for life in general, but particularly in business. We need to do this when we write and share content and also in public speaking. When I talk about public speaking, I don't just mean on a stage, but I mean speaking to any audience. So when you're in a meeting, you're presenting a pitch, you're doing some sales as a networking event. How do you get people to listen and stay hooked with everything you say? My name is Nick Ronald, Secret Influence TV, and this is another tip. I'm a copywriter and content marketer, but I also speak on stage. I've been a member of Toastmasters for 8 years, and I talk a lot about copywriting and how to influence and persuade people. I have a lot of similarity between the different approaches and techniques, whether it's speaking or writing. The truth is that what we say is important, but how we say it is more important. What we say only counts for 7% of our communications. It's always how we feel and remember with a speaker, and less what they said remember. When you speak to someone who's engaging and you get that rapport, you remember that good feeling. You don't mind remember what they said, but you remember a good feeling afterwards. And if you go to a great speech or presentation and you leave that good feeling, it's the feeling of that connection rapport that stays with you. Delivering a great speech or creating rapport when speaking to people depends on the body language and tone of voice, as well as the pace and flow. But the real tool, or one of the most powerful tools in your arsenal of public speaking skills, is the power of the pause. Look at great speakers. We all know ones. We maybe ones we know in person, ones we've seen speak at an event, and maybe even a colleague or one of the people in your team, or someone on TV or YouTube. Often great speakers that you'll have noticed for how they can change their energy and speak slower or faster, louder, quieter, depending on what point they're trying to make. And they will use the pause very effectively. Think of, for example, stand-up comedians. A great stand-up comedian will come on stage and he'll start with a pause. He'll come on, wait, smile, soak up all the clapping before he starts talking. The pause starts before you even started speaking. Great public speakers, they come on stage, they wait 5, maybe 10 seconds. Seems like ages, but it's nothing. And they wait, get everyone's attention, everyone's waiting to see what the speaker's going to say. Just wait. They pause, they wait 5, 10 seconds, then they start the speech. Even newsreaders and TV. Camera doesn't come on and straight away they're talking. A great newsreader will wait a few seconds, just stare at the camera and then start speaking. This waiting, this pausing shows a level of comfort and confidence to be able to do this. Pauses get attention. They hook people in. As long as you're using the pauses deliberately, confidently, and with purpose. Great salespeople will always use pauses when pitching to a customer or client, and often pause and wait for the answer if they're asking a question. If they're waiting for the customer or client to make a decision over whether they're going to buy the product or service, the salesman wait. They'll just wait until they got the answer. They're no rush. They're confident enough to wait. If you're saying something important, you should leave a pause. That's 2, 3, maybe 4 seconds before continuing. Saying an important point, then pause after each point. Giving a call to action, then definitely pause afterwards. A pause can reinforce what you're saying is important and must be listened to. See, also, not pausing, the opposite of that, can be seen as a sign of nervousness. If you're not confident pausing, often when people are nervous, they can speak too quickly. And also, when they can't think something to say, they're perhaps feeling a bit nervous, a bit flustered, they've lost their train of thought, It's a classic thing. What do people do? It could be a presentation, a network meeting, an interview, or first date. What do people do when they're flustered? Come and say they use the yes, those dreaded filler words. It never looks good. Instead of a filler word, if someone loses their track of what they're saying, loses their their concentration, their focus, and they've forgotten what to say, then just pause, gather your thoughts, and then continue. Pausing is always better than filler words. The ers, the ums make you look nervous. A pause makes you look confident. So it's such a simple thing, but makes a huge difference. It makes a huge difference to how you look on the stage. There's a huge difference to your ability to hook people in, to create engagement, to inspire and excite the audience, to make them want to know more, to make them want to hear your next point. So to improve your public speaking, so you can speak with confidence, to inspire, excite, and influence, use the pause more and with purpose.